between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out. He can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Murray now on first down. And completes it once more to Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Murray again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Vikings nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But the Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Cousins on 4th down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Hopkins, the man in motion right. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it away. The Cardinals are able to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Murray now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, Murray fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Murray.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings will have solid field position as they take over at the 45-yard line.
I saw the pressure coming down, and that just looked problematic here as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson.
And the Vikings are going to have a short field here as they take over right at the 50.
Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
And the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, and understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 7, Vikings 0.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
21 yards there on 3rd down. Cousins on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice game that played before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
Throwing now is Murray.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That'll be caught by Anderson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. From the gun, Murray. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely out. They're shaking out. That's 3 interceptions, and no interceptions here back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Following the interception, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
We're going back to the same wall. It's Hockenson again.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be.
He's got a man, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That is caught by Anderson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Murray to air it out again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Burks over the middle, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown. James Conner, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play action now. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000 yards?
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. Play fake. Cousins.
Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again. 2nd and 6.
Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
4th down, Cousins.
The quick throw finds T.J. Hawkinson.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now Murray. Finding Ertz again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got Anderson on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 22.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch. Gain of the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First down. Here's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 15. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They're going for it. It's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Now, interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Another 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throw.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the
the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. That'll be caught by Anderson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given them a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. When they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Down inside the 10. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages of the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, The game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's in the office, it's the Jimmys in the Jimmys.
This game for 21 yards. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. A big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action. Cousins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Cardinals are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. To throw, it's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. It completes it once more to Anderson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Murray to air it out again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down. Now 3rd and goal. You have to kick kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on fourth down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all